Some people just have a knack for knowing how to keep a secret. They're the best at hiding things and covering their tracks. And then there are some people who can't stop talking about what they did, even though they probably shouldn't. But sometimes when they do that, things don't end well for them. From being in the wrong place at the wrong time to having a bit too much information. Here are 10 people who vanished after saying something terrifying. Number 10, Maura Murray. In 2004, 21-year-old nursing student Maura Murray crashed her car in Haverhill, New Hampshire. When the police arrived on the scene, they found her car, but no sign of Maura. Before the accident, Maura had been in a fight with her boyfriend, and her roommate found some of her belongings on the side of the road a few days later. A witness also came forward, claiming she saw Maura hitchhiking on the side of the road near where her car had been found. But despite all these clues, Maura has never been found and her case remains open. What makes this one terrifying is that before the crash, Maura had called her boyfriend and told him she had something to tell him, but the line cut out before he could hear what it was. Number 9, Brandon Lawson. On August 6, 2013, a young man named Brandon Lawson left his home in West Virginia to go camping with some friends. The next day, he texted his mother, "I'm at the spot, Mama. It's beautiful. Just wait until you see the pictures." Sadly, those were the last words Brandon's mother would ever hear from her son. When Brandon didn't show up for work the next day, his family went to the police. And 2 days later, his abandoned truck was found near a hiking trail in the Monongahela National Forest. Despite an extensive search, Brandon's body was never recovered, and his disappearance remains unexplained. Number 8, Corey Bigsby. Corey Bigsby was last seen by her family on Christmas Day in 2021. The 19-year-old sent her sister a text message that read, "Don't call me again. You're such a good person. Love you." She then sent another message to her mother that said, "Merry Christmas. I love you." Those were the last messages anyone received from Corey. She was reported missing 2 days later after she didn't show up for work. And as of today, she still hasn't been found. Number 7, Kevin Ware. In 2011, Kevin Ware went missing after sending his girlfriend a series of disturbing text messages. The texts read, "I did something really bad. I'm sorry. They should have never messed with me. Where I'm at, they can't get me. Maybe if I lay low for a while and stay off the radar, they'll forget about me. I'm so sorry. I know I hurt you, but I didn't mean to. I love you." It's unclear what exactly Kevin meant by those messages, but it's clear that he wasn't thinking clearly when he sent them, because he also wrote, "They're after me, and I think they want me dead." Number 6, Elisha G., whose last name hasn't been revealed. In January of 2013, a young girl from California named Elisha G. wrote something really disturbing on her Facebook page. She wrote, "Say goodbye, world. You won't be seeing me again. Sorry, not sorry. Soon everyone will know my name and be afraid of it." That same day, she posted a picture of a noose made out of her shoelaces. The next day, her mother tried calling her, but couldn't get in touch with her. Her friends told her mother that Elisha had taken her own life, and when the police searched her room, they found a diary entry that read, "If I die happy." Number 5, Brian Schaefer. On April 1st, 2006, a young man named Brian Schaefer left his home in Ohio to go to a bar with some friends. He was celebrating his 27th birthday, and nobody knew it would be the last one he'd ever have. At 10:24 p.m., surveillance cameras captured him leaving the bar and entering a taxi, but nobody knows what happened to him after that. His cell phone was found on the sidewalk 5 days later, and his family found a video camera he borrowed from a friend that contained a video of him making threats against several local businessmen. To this day, nobody knows what those threats were about or what happened to Brian after he left the bar. Number 4, Amy Lynn Bradley. In 1998, Amy Lynn Bradley boarded a cruise ship with her family for what was supposed to be a fun vacation. But 10 days into the trip, she disappeared. The last confirmed sighting of Amy was on February 24th, when she was caught on video leaving the ship's casino at around 11:50 p.m. Nobody knows what happened to her after that. One strange detail is that a security guard claimed he'd seen her climbing the ship's emergency tower shortly after she disappeared, but when backup was called to help search for her, she was nowhere to be found. Number 3. Stephen. On December 12, 2017, a man from Australia named Stephen got into an argument with his landlord over his pet bearded dragon. Stephen had adopted the lizard as a baby, and his landlord told him he couldn't keep it as a pet. So Stephen threatened to release the lizard into the building's air conditioning vents, which were connected to the ceiling. He said, "If I can't have my lizard, then neither can you." The next day, the landlord found Stephen's apartment ransacked and his body lying face down on his bed. His death was ruled a suicide, but Stephen's partner claims he was murdered, although she believes his death was an accident. Number 2. Kristen Lisk. In 2015, a young mother from Kentucky named Kristen Lisk posted a video on Facebook showing her holding a gun and threatening to kill herself. She captioned the video, "This is goodbye," and although her friends begged her to delete it, she refused. A few days later, her husband Michael posted a video on Facebook of his own. He was crying and looking directly at the camera. He said, "Goodbye, world. Goodbye, everyone. I'm sorry." 2 days later, their 2 children were found dead in their home, along with their mother, who had taken her own life. An investigation revealed that Michael had strangled their children before killing himself. No. 1. Crystal Bislanowicz. Crystal Bislanowicz was last seen alive on July 12, 2010. She was pregnant at the time, and the last person she spoke to was her ex-boyfriend, Joseph Smith. According to Smith, Crystal had been acting erratically for weeks and had talked about harming herself. When she texted him saying she was going to harm herself, he didn't take her seriously. But when she texted him the next day saying she had done it, he contacted the police. He told them that Crystal had been acting strangely, and she'd recently taken out a large life insurance policy. When the police searched her house, they found a hole in the floor that led to a crawl space where they discovered her body. She had been shot once in the back of the head. Which of these cases was the most terrifying? Let us know in the comments below. And remember to like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.